Hello students, this is Dr. Manisha Saini, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Government College, Cosley. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the general characters and classification of phylum Coelenterata. The phylum Coelenterata, also called as phylum Cnidaria, as the organisms bear the stinging cells, the nematocyst. Hence, they are called as the phylum Cnidaria. So, let's start. Phylum Coelenterata includes the diploblastic metazoans, which have tissue grade of organization, having nematocyst, which are the stinging cells, and a single gastrovascular cavity or the coelenteron, hence named Coelenterata. The term Coelenterata was coined by Leuckart, while Barnes used the term Cnidaria. So Coelenterata terms encompasses the animal phyla Cnidaria, which includes coral animals, true jellies, sea anemones, sea pens, and their allies. And the Ctenophora group includes the comb jellies. The coelenterates are aquatic. They are mostly marine except a few freshwater forms like Hydra. They are multicellular with tissue grade organization. They may be solitary or colonial, can be sedentary or free swimming. The individuals are radially or biradially symmetrical about a longitudinal oral arboreal axis. The body organization is of tissue grade. Cells mostly are scattered and they are specialized for different functions. Some cells form tissues like nerve nets or nerve tissues. The exoskeleton is chitinous or calcareous. They are diploblastic animals with two cellular layers. The outer one is the epidermis and the inner one gastrodermis with the gelatinous acellular mesoglia in between them. They are acoelomate animals, that is they lack a true body cavity, that is the coelom. The muscular system includes the longitudinal and circular muscle fibers formed by the epithelial muscle cells and endothelial muscle cells. The short and slender tentacles encircle the mouth in one or two volts. The tentacles are provided with the nematocyst, which are the stinging cells. The tentacles serve for food capture, its ingestion and adhesion, and for defense. There are two types of individuals. One is the attached and sessile asexual zooid, which is called as the polyp, and the other one is the free swimming and the sexual zooid, which is called as the medusa. In some species, there exist more than two forms, and this is called as the polymorphism. There are a variety of forms in those groups. They are usually carnivorous. The digestion is extracellular as well as intracellular. There is only mouth, no anus is there. So the gastrovascular cavity is opened by a single opening, which is the mouth. The coelom and the respiratory system, circulatory and the excretory system are lacking. There is a single cavity which is lined with the gastrodermis, which is called as the gastrovascular cavity or the coelenteron, in which the mouth opens. The nervous system is also of primitive type, consisting of a diffuse nerve net of diffuse nerve cells. The central nervous system is absent. Sensory organs are basically the ocelli and the statocyst. The statocyst is for balancing the body and ocelli is for reception of light. The reproduction is both by asexual and sexual methods. The asexual reproduction occurs by budding and the sexual reproduction occurs by the formation of the gametes, the fusion of gametes. The development includes a free-swimming ciliated planula larva. The life history exhibits the phenomena of alternation of generation, or we can say metagenesis, in which the asexual polypoid sessile generation alternates with the sexual medusoid free-swimming generation. Next is the classification of phylum Coelenterata. So phylum Coelenterata includes three classes: the Hydrozoa, the Scyphozoa, and the Anthozoa. So we'll discuss these three classes one by one. The first one is Hydrozoa. Hydra is for water and zoa is for animal. So they are freshwater or marine animals. They can be solitary or colonial. sessile or free swimming. They exhibit tetramerous and polymerous radial symmetry. The body wall consists of outer ectoderm and inner endoderm separated by non-cellular mesoglia. The gastrovascular cavity is without stomodium, septa or nematocyst bearing gastric filament. The skeleton or horny structure is horny perisac in some forms, while cenosac secretes a skeleton of calcium carbonate forming a massive stony structure or corals in the other forms. They exhibit polymorphism. There are two main types of zooids, the polyp and the medusa. The polyp is the asexual form and medusa is the sexual form. The polyp is without stomodium and septa. The medusa is with true velum. Mesoglia is non-cellular. Many of the hydrozoans exhibit alternation of generation. The gonads are epidermal and they are shed directly on the outside. So the fertilization is external, occurs in the water. Cleavage is holoblastic. The embryo is ciliated and converted in the free swimming form planula larva. The example of hydrozoa are Hydra, Obelia and Physalia. Next class is Scyphozoa. Scypha is for cup and zoa is for animal. So it includes large jellyfishes which are of true medusoid form that are exclusively marine. The medusa are large, bell or umbrella shaped. They are without true velum. They are free swimming or attached by an arboreal stalk. The polyp stage is reduced or absent. The marginal sense organs are tentaculocytes having endodermal statoliths. The gastrovascular cavity with gastric pouches and endodermal gastric filaments. There is no stomodium. The mesoglia is extensive, gelatinous. It is with fibers and cells. The gonads are gastrodermal and the gametes are released in the digestive cavity. The example of Scyphozoa are Aurelia and Rhizostoma. Next class is Anthozoa. Anthos means flower and zoos means animal. The anthozoans are exclusively marine. They are sessile and exclusively polypoid forms. There is no medusoid stage. They may be solitary or colonial. The body is usually cylindrical with hexamerous, octamerous or polymerous structure with biradial symmetry. The oral end of the body is expanded radially into an oral disc bearing hollow tentacles surrounding the mouth which is present in the center. The stomodium is present which is provided with one or more ciliated grooves. The gastrovascular cavity is subdivided into 8 or more vertical septa or mesenteries. The mesenteries bear the nematocyst at their inner free edges. The mesoglia is stout and contains fibrous connective tissues and amoeboid cells. The exoskeleton is formed from calcium carbonate, which often forms a massive coral. The nervous system is in the form of a typical nerve net without any concentrated central nervous system. The gonads are endodermal and they develop in the mesenteries. The ripe gametes are discharged into the coelenteron, from where they escape outside the body through the mouth. So the fertilization is external. The fertilized egg develops into a planula larva, which is a free swimming form, which after a short free life settles down and develops into a sessile adult. The examples of class Anthozoa are Fungia, Zoanthus, Alcyonema and some other corals. So this was all about the general characters and classification of phylum Coelenterata. Hope you liked the video. Thank you.